Okay, so today we're going to be focusing on evolution, and this actually comes directly out of directly out of an AP biology book, and it's chapter 23, Evolution of Populations. Now, when I say populations right here, I mean that evolution can't happen in an individual. It has to be a population. So basically, while evolution affects individuals, it can only be tracked through time by looking at populations. So you just need to keep this keyword in mind as we go through this short lesson. So we essentially need a method to track the changes in population over time, and this is called population genetics. So population genetics, once again, is just a study of genetic variation in populations, and it can be traced through Mendelism and Darwinism. So there's various sources of variation. So we're just going to go over the two main sources of variation, one being sexual reproduction. And this consists of random assortment of chromosomes as we delve into mitosis, meiosis, all those various processes, random fertilization, and crossing over. Again, these all have to do with mitosis, meiosis in some way, and generally these topics are taught before learning all this. So we've got that source of variation. Also, we have mutations. So these are your point mutations, frame shift mutations, all those mutations. And once again, you most likely learned these before, but this also provides a source of variation. And just to define a mutation really quickly, it's basically inherited changes in a gene. So let's say this is a gene. So there's an inherited change right there that makes a mutation. Who knows? Okay, frame shift mutation is basically a deletion of a base pair. So deletion. And the rates are generally low because of DNA repair. Okay, and one thing we're going to do before moving on is define a population. And I find that many students get confused with this often because we don't understand the scientific definition of a population. So a population is a localized group of individuals of the same species. So a localized group of individuals of the same species. So take that point, same species, and just highlight it all up because this is super important. So same species. Population is a localized group of individuals of the same species. And then a species, which we also need to define, is a group of similar organisms. So they're not necessarily the same organism, as it has to be the same species in a population, but a species is similar organisms. So similar organisms. And it's a group of populations that could be interbred. So you can essentially interbreed the population. So it's not like, a fly and a chimpanzee. They can't interbreed. So that's not a species. It can be like a group of monkeys or something like that. So can interbreed. Those are two important points. Okay, so now we've got those two concepts, what a species and a population is. We're going to go ahead on and essentially define what a gene pool is. So a gene pool is the total aggregate of genes in a population. And with this next definition, you guys may understand it more. So basically, if evolution is occurring, then changes have to occur in the gene pool of the population over time. So basically, if evolution is occurring, then there has to be change in the gene pool, is basically what I'm trying to say. So basically, just from this grasp that if evolution is occurring, so if evolution occurs, has to be change in gene pool. And once again, evolution doesn't take place in 5 seconds. It takes place over a very long period of time. So I'm just going to add in here over time.